Hi there, welcome back to Apatros Review. In this episode, Ticker, directed by Albert Pyun in the year 2001. There's the cover. And by the way, here in Australia it's rated M, for medium level violence and low level coarse language. Hi there, welcome back to Apatros Review, your guide to the wild world of science fiction, action, and horror cinema with me, your host, Mila Sipka. If you want my small name, just look at the channel name. In this episode, we look at the 2001 film Ticker, directed by Albert Pyun. Now, this film stars Steven Seagal, Tom Sizemore, and Dennis Hopper, as you can see in the cover. Now, by the way, this cover is actually the disc I have is the second time the disc was released in Australia. It's actually the same as the original release, just it was repackaged. It was released by Universal Pictures and Umbrella Entertainment. Now, the film itself was originally a theatrical release, but in some countries it came as direct-to-video. It premiered in Japan on the 23rd of June 2001, in Russia on the 26th of July 2001, on the 13th of November 2001 in the US as a DVD premiere, and on the 17th of June 2002 in the UK as a DVD premiere as well. Albert Pyun is a director who has attained a reputation in the 1990s of being that decade's version of Uwe Boll. In reality, Pyun is a director who has immense skill in making B-grade action sci-fi films, and had a career that stretched from making weird, cheap sci-fi B films in the early 1980s to direct-to-video B-action Synthetica, films about robots, in the 1990s. Nemesis was his masterpiece. To very poorly received cheaper films in the 2000s as his problems with producers began to set in. That being said, once the 2000s came into play, Pyun's luck just went downhill. In the case of Ticker, I'll show you the cover again. This was otherwise a pretty straightforward B-thriller about a tormented cop, Tom Sizemore, grieving the bombing deaths of his family, teaming up with a Zen-motivated bomb squad technician with experience in military covert-ops, Steven Seagal, in an attempt to defeat a legendary British military-trained IRA terrorist, Dennis Hopper using an Irish accent that is literally all over the place, who is putting his purchase of 500 pounds of Semtex, which is a rich man's C4, to set up bombs all over San Francisco in an attempt to get his girlfriend, Jamie Presley, out of jail. Pyun used an old script written back as far as 1989, and which was originally meant to star Chuck Norris. But halfway through the 12-day shoot, the producers of the Image cancelled the funds because they wanted the film to be a standard Steven Seagal action vehicle, and by this point Steven Seagal's career is starting to get down a bit, get bent to the gutter. And Pyun's more metaphysical treatment, originally Seagal was meant to be a figment of Tom Sizemore's imagination that he created in order to combat his fear of bombs, was, shall I say, unsatisfactory to their needs, and they booed Pyun from the project and simply padded out the film with stock footage from the likes of Cyborg Cop II. Being a long-time fan of that film, I recognized the footage instantly, and other new Image films from the 1990s. And they edited the film so badly that Pyun lost the leather jacket that some company made for the production, and he went on to the record to disown the film and publicly apologize for it on several occasions. Personally, I won't hold it against him, given I know how the producers fucked him on that one. As it stands, Ticker is considered by many to be a pretty shitty film, but I didn't quite hate it. If you check your brain at the entrance to your living room or man cave or film basement or film dungeon or at the very least edge of your sofa before sitting down to watch, this proves to be reasonable enough. Although if bad movie masochism is your sort of thing, the number of weird goofs that go on in Ticker is numerous enough to pique your interest. From the stock footage it doesn't quite fit. Like I said, Cyborg Cop II, it's a pretty famous 1990s bad movie that I actually grew up watching at VHS back in the 90s. Has some of its scenes lifted and put here, pretty much all the explosion scenes. To the rappers trying desperately to win Oscars for their dying scenes, Nas, I've changed with my critical speech sniper rifle, and it's aimed squarely at your non-acting head. Only for those rappers to lose their Oscar chances to miserably with their bad acting. To the weird side of not one but two Steven Seagal characters in the same fucking room, during the scene where Seagal and Sizemore try apprehending Duggar, the tattooed guy with the bomb, Seagal is also in the background with a beard playing blues guitar in a blues band playing it on stage, although there are no shots of them both being in the same scene. To the ridiculously bad blue screen usage, when Jamie Presley and Dennis Hopper are in the getaway car, and you'll notice like the background is just a blue screen, like literally instead in the surroundings. Really badly done. I mean, the part where the background just stops will blow your mind along with Hopper. This film just would just about floor you with laughter. A pretty damned example of a bad film with an equally bad reputation, often not quite hideous enough to be considered terrible, so I have to give it a D, a 2 out of 10 on my grading scale. Now, there's plenty of bangs, booms, and blasts for your bad movie masochism here, but there's no gore, so no dice. No bare skin either. Now, a little bit of trivia to help you amaze your friends if you're having a movie trivia competition, so get ready. This film was shot in 12 days. Steven Seagal did all of his scenes in 6 days, and Dennis Hopper was only on the set and did all his scenes in 1 day. And while he was doing his 1 day's work, he never met Seagal, Sizemore, or Jamie Presley on set. But, because he was actually spliced into the film, when he did see the scenes that were played for him later, he was so amazed by it that he declared it a righteous day's work. The script was written back as far as 1989, the original draft was written in 1989, and was sold to producers in a sales pitch conducted when the writer was sharing a ski chair lift with one of the New Images executives. And the research was conducted by the writer spending 3 days at the bomb squad. Ice-T, who was at that time just signed on to do Law & Order Special Victims Unit, is in the film as well, but only in one single scene as the terrorist commander, who is named in the film as Vincent. As for weapons tech freaks, the massive bomb that Steven Seagal disarms in the climax is a Fey bomb, fuel explosive. Basically, it emits a very large cloud of flammable vapor into the air, enough to cover a few city blocks. Then, at the right moment, when the cloud's big enough, detonates that vapor, causing a massive heat and blast shockwave to come down onto the target area and kill anything breathing. Pretty nasty stuff. And by the way, those who played the PlayStation 3 game Resistance to Fallen Man will use hand grenade versions of Fey bombs on the Chimera. You know, those grenades that you toss and they emit the cloud and burn the Chimera. Same thing. And yes, Semtex is real, and it's a very high-priced plastic explosive that is indeed the rich man's C4. Now for the DVD. The Australian DVD was released twice. First by Universal Pictures in what appears to be a rental-only disc. Before that, same disc was repackaged but kept structurally the same, and re-released by Umbrella Entertainment a few years later. The 1:78 ratio picture is very, very nice. There's no issues to report here. And the English stereo soundtrack is clear as well. There are English and Dutch subtitles here, and the only supplement is a trailer that lasts as long as the amount of time left over when Seagal disarms the bomb in the first part of the film. Like, he disarms the bomb, it runs for 2 minutes 17 seconds, and that's precisely the same time that the trailer runs for. 2 minutes 17 seconds. Well, quite coinky-dink. Now, the menu navigation can be pretty problematic because the cursor is confusing due to its highlight color. And in fact, it looks like orange when you highlight something in all the spots when the normal unhighlighted are yellow. So depending on your monitor, you might have some problems with that. Okay, that's it for Ticker. I give that one a D, 2 out of 10. It's pretty bad. Not terrible, but just not that great. But I mean, it still has enough enjoyment for those who love bad movies. But like I said, it's not terrible. Okay, I hope you guys are staying safe. Now, I don't do requests, but if you want to know if a particular film or collection, just hit me up in the comment section, I'll answer. Also, if you have any questions about DVDs, or if you have certain themes in the sci-fi, action, horror genres that you want me to check out, I'll see if I have anything in that window. Okay, hope you guys are staying safe, relax, enjoy yourselves, and that's it for this review.